how you doing, everybody? It's Bad Brad, and the clip at the beginning of this video is a clip from one of my gigs in Nashville, where the talent pool in the backing band was just off the charts. Now, I'm gonna say something today, and I don't think many people will realize it, but I think my LA friends, and I've got, several of them still out there in the music business, and they probably very firmly think that LA players are the best, and anybody out there is better than anyone in Nashville. And I'm going to very politely disagree. Sure, there are some amazing players out in Los Angeles, and some of them are Nashville guys that moved out there, and some of those LA players moved to Nashville. In the clip at the beginning of the video, there's David Santos on bass. Now, he is known to have played with Billy Joel and Melissa Etheridge and Tommy James, and just on and on and on. And on drums, Wes Little. I mean, he's played with Stevie Wonder, Alicia Keys, Robin Ford, Sting. I mean, it's just incredible. And these are guys that I'm on a gig and we're playing and we're making like $150. So, these guys have played the big stages. They've played the big events. They've done it, okay? And they make Nashville their home. Now, I know Dave Santos for a while lived in LA. He's lived in New York. He's had a long career in this business, and Wes Little is as well. Wes has his own little studio, Coupe de Ville, in Nashville, and it's a nice little place to record your songs, and he's got rhythm sections that he works with, and man, the guy is incredible. And you can see in this clip the interaction with the drums, the impeccable groove, and just the tasteful, enhancing what I decided, when I started playing this solo, I decided to just go ahead and rip it. Just rip right out the gate. And, sometimes I like to pace myself a little bit more than that. But in this case, it was just like, let's go. All right. Now, you may be hearing in this video, you'll hear these planes taking off, because we are basically on a little small airport landing strip. It's a fly-in community where people who have little small planes can fly in and pull up to their condo in their plane. And so this is really a special place and a really cool place that we're getting to be before we get set in Tampa. But getting back to the subject at hand, I am going to say it. I think Nashville has a greater group of musicians than anywhere in the United States at this point. Now, I know New York has some amazing musicians, but man, I would think it's much harder now to live in New York, and I can't imagine how you'd survive that. I think probably as far as pure jazz players, yeah, New York's gonna top you. As far as LA goes, maybe some of the R&B players, they're better. But overall, the talent pool in Nashville is insane. Now, one of the projects I'm working on right now with trying to record my old band, and we were talking about horn sections and putting a horn section on it, and I don't think my friend out in LA had any idea of how great a horn players and horn sections we have here in Nashville. I put them up there with anybody out there, and man, there's just some amazing players. So I'm gonna go ahead and crack this Red Bull, because this is how I'm starting my day. And that's delicious. I needed that. Man, I'm still trying to sweat out this cold that I got probably from running myself ragged to get down here. But that's the one thing I'm gonna miss about Nashville is the talent pool. Getting to just show up on a gig, and it's just an average Joe gig, just playing in a, in a bar, or wine bar or something like that, and getting to play with players of that caliber with those pedigrees. I realize now from talking in the comments and everybody helping me out here about Florida, it seems like there's a lot of solo work and duo work, acoustic type stuff. And I may have to go with that route if I choose to do that. But, I really am going to miss, if I can't find just like monster players, I'm gonna really miss the musical interaction, because man, when a rhythm section is cooking and firing on all cylinders, there is nothing like it at all in the world. And I rely on that as an improviser. I'm somebody that doesn't really play stuff like the record, and Nashville is, we have our own arrangements of songs in Nashville. A simple song like Mr. Magic, the Grover Washington song, that song, there are certain hits that we do in Nashville that people down here probably aren't hip to. Now, I'm sure there's a Tampa repertoire of songs that everybody kind of pulls from. But what I'm really looking to do is find the really great players that I can create with on the gigs. And that makes the gigs so much better when everybody is, playing at the top of their game and grooving hard and listening. Look, there was a gig that I did for years in Nashville, and, had a lot of fun playing that gig. But at some point, a member got on the gig that I just felt was not listening to anybody but himself. And so I politely backed off of the gig, said, man, you know what, I'm out. I just, I like to create when I play music, and I like to listen to everybody, and I want people to create space. Space is the most important thing in music, is knowing when to play and when not to play. And if all you're doing is having yourself blasting in your monitor and you're not listening to anybody else, look, I don't think it's cool to constantly throw out chord subs. But, occasionally I'll look over at a keyboard player and I'll play something and they'll pick it up and, oh, cool, If you're not listening to the people you're playing with and they're playing chord subs and you're just all over the place, you're not listening. I don't have any interest in playing with somebody like that. Just like I really don't have interest in playing with somebody that's constantly playing chord subs, that doesn't find a part, that doesn't lock into something and make it feel good. Because, we can all sit there and try to play to impress each other, but ultimately we have to work together as a band and as musicians to make the song, to make the groove, to make the experience work. Thanks so much for watching.